Hello Aries, and welcome to your June 2022 reading. So I've meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is the Seven of Pentacles. So you're coming in the month in the Seven of Pentacles. So that means that what you're conscious about or that's on your mind is maybe stagnation, maybe nothing happening, even though you've been putting efforts. This guy is waiting, but at the same time, his willpower has kind of slowed down and transformed into a shovel here. Like his will, his fire is used to work, for work, but he doesn't get any fruits. So he's reassessing. What am I doing wrong? Was it a good idea to plant these kinds of pentacles? But you're in this reflective state about the concrete things in our lives. And during the month, you will have a certain clarity. Here I have the Ten of Swords with the Page of Swords right away. So here the Ten of Swords will be very smoothened by the fact that the Page of Swords came with it right away, because it's like you hit the moment where you realize the belief that has been keeping you in nothing's happening for me on X or Y level. Some of you, it's in your work, in your abundance, romantically, whatever. Okay? And then at the end of the month, I have the Four of Swords, so you are able to heal all of that. So let's see. Under our Seven of Pentacles, I have Strength, and I have the Devil and the Empress. So here we have it right away. You could see this like that. Okay, the animalistic side, your higher self over the animalistic side. But here, you know, the Empress is ruled by Venus. Venus was in Mars for the past month there and a bit more. But that could have shed a light on in your action, the way you bring your willpower, your fire, yourself, your I am, your beliefs. How is she contradicting with you? Because here we have the Empress that represents, of course, unconditional love and abundance. Being in the flow of abundance flows through me without having to do anything, and unconditional love flows through me also without having to do anything either. The Devil being there, that means that there's a belief, there's a half knowledge about you, about the world, there's a narrowness that enslaves you to a condition that is not to your highest good, let's say, karmic. For some of you, it's related to the way you've learned to nurture yourself, the way and we learn from our parents, of course, and a mother figure here, but the way we've learned to unconditionally love ourselves, nurture ourselves, allow ourselves to, receive, and so on. So linked to that, that's why during the month you get the clarity. And then under that, I have the Six of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Going from a place where there's no movement forward, I'm just working and paying the bills, to, now I acknowledge myself. Six of Wands. I'm coming back from the war, from this, and I can move forward. Under that, why? Because here is a beautiful Ace of Cups. So as you're going through your Ten of Swords and understanding everything, you're actually opening yourself up to receive an extra cup of love, peace, serenity, name it like you want. Under our Four of Swords, we have the Lovers. And of course, the Lovers is that, see, it's a bit of the opposite of the Lovers, of the Devil here. We have the same characters, except here we have a devil and here we have an angel. Here she looks at the angel, here she looks at us. This is survival. Survival being cut in a karmic wheel. Of course, here he represents Malkut, and when he represents Capricorn, he's got some positive aspects, you know, like focus and discipline and so on. But like this, it's not so great, okay? And I think you're really getting it. So there, you're feminine, instead of being lost, trying to survive, all of a sudden now she will be looking at higher than her to be inspired. When you look at the Empress, she's got a crown of 12 stars. She's connected to the whole cosmos, to cosmic intelligence, to the intelligence of every planet dynamic and so on. And here in the Strength, this is rising to that set of knowledge of how, you know, the universe works, rising above maybe all of the old beliefs and things like that dragged us down. So, and under our Lovers, which of course at this point, it's a choice. It always evokes a choice, the Lovers, because here we are inspired, and there is our masculine looking at our feminine, ready to act upon something, okay? He's waiting to be inspired by the feminine. So here I have the Nine of, under all of that, I have the Nine of Wands, Queen of Sword, Two of Pentacle, Page of Pentacle. So there's a bunch of cards here, but ultimately you see, here is a very protected guy with not a lot of positiveness into what can come towards him. This is all based on the way he perceives things. And of course, that makes him juggle. Let's say if we look at this. Yes, I would love to have unconditional love and abundance. Part of me believes in it. And another part of me tells me, well, you've never had it before. It doesn't exist. And whatever the beliefs that you have that keep you there. So holding the two of them together would have made you juggle. But here with the Lovers, you are going to pick only one of these pentacles from an inspired place, from a healed, inspired place. You're going to pick only one of these, because pentacles can be these kind of, let's say that this is the matrix, okay? This is the 3D world, Maya, our reality, okay? Pentacle, 5 senses, or 4 elements and spirit. This is what all of this is made for, from, and our interface with it. We only interact with this from our 5 senses. Okay, that would be like the little window from which we can grasp what is the limited grasp that we have of what is out there. So a pentacle can be just that. So imagine changing the way you experiment, read, perceive the reality around you, because you're getting rid of old beliefs that prevented you from being able to absorb and embody the attributes of the divine feminine and Venus. So that was long, but there you go. Bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Cups. So that means, you know, one of the things that had to be broken was the prison of the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups, this is really when we just reduce to what is possible, what we've already experimented. Been there, done that. I don't see how it can be better. I don't see how I can experiment something of a higher vibration. That's the Four of Cups. That's in his domain also. So let's clarify this for you, Aries. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clear this reading for Aries for the month of June. So I said I wanted to say I call upon the domain, and I think this is really a key word for you, Aries, this month. It's like if you're going to get a new grasp on your domain. Okay? Domain comes from dominion, ruling over, and you're the you're the emperor. So let's see here. Let's look at your 4, 5, 6, 7 of Pentacle, Spirit. Okay, 7 of Pentacle. We have 7 of Cups. We have our Lovers. We have our Aries, Emperor. So right away, the Emperor, Empress. And okay, there's a bunch of, here we have the Star, the Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Here's an Ace of Pentacle, but it's floating in the air, but part of you doesn't believe it can really take it because it thinks it's not enough. So that's a lot of information, Spirit, but we get it. Here, you know, when I was saying your divine feminine, when it's in balance, it's your inner divine feminine that guides your masculine into what's his direction, what is he allowed to do, how is he going to protect you, how is he going to, you know, make the phone calls, go get what you want, and so on. Emperor. Here we have 2 7s. So I have no fruits, but I am lost in my old emotions and my projections, and I have a hard time seeing what is in front of me. This is all untangible, okay? And the Lovers, here, this is what it's confronted with. So when our feminine is connected to the angel, she will perceive justly. She will see exactly what is in front of her, what is possible for her, and so on, and therefore being able to guide, you know, our masculine into, okay, this is what my soul wants, and so on. And when it's not connected, we're lost in projections. And we're working, but it's not producing anything. We're dreaming, but we're not going into action. That's another thing. When our masculine is lost a bit where he's supposed to go, it could be very active, but with nothing that actually feeds him, or very dreamy and not doing anything. So, okay, all the ingredients are there for you at the beginning of the month. What do you understand here with the 10 of Swords and the Page of Swords for Aries Spirit? You understand your 4 of Cups that was hidden unconsciously here. In your unconscious, in your old deep, you know, there's the lobster bottom feeder of your unconscious. There's that strong unmoving energy of I'll never have love, I'll never have fulfillment, I'll never have do something that brings me happiness. I work every day and that's it for me. And if that is in your unconscious, this is actually limiting you, because it's from a belief, and it's probably based on, emotional backup here. But you're healing from that. 4 of Swords. And 4 of Swords is good, but you cannot remain too much in the 4 of Swords, because then we're just, ruminating, trying to understand, and so on. 4 of Swords. Hello, yes, you saw the energy. 4 of Swords for Aries. All right. There's this one, 5 of Swords. Okay. And we have the 9 of Swords. And we have our 10 of Swords and the King of Swords. So that's a lot of sword here. Okay. So right away, our 4 of Swords is healing our self-critic, our anxiety. This is where all of my, this can't happen, or you don't, all those beliefs that cut my own legs, that brings me sleepless nights and anxiety and stress. This is healing and understanding all of that from our 10 of Swords. Repeating the 10 of Swords, that tells me that, yes, this was all in that cycle of swords here. That I am finally understanding what it brought to me, these beliefs. Okay? Maybe not, missing opportunities, not being able to invest myself into or making choices that would have brought me unconditional love and abundance. Let's look at strength. Or even perceiving it, perceiving them here with the Queen of Swords, strength. Hangman, 10 of Pentacles. So, in a way, they want you to look at your past 10 years, at your 10 of Pentacles until now, of what you've gathered in your domain, okay? Because that's the 10 of Pentacles. Here you have like 3 generations, a castle, the whole shebang, no, you're not drinking coffee. Sorry. The whole shebang in the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles has been coming up a lot. So I'm figuring that there's really something where people are transitioning from the old karma limit, and for you, your limit here is very pronounced right at the beginning. And I think that you come into the month knowing your limit. I should say your false limit. And the Hangman is asking for you to look at your 10 of Pentacles, what I've grown, what I was able to do, to create, and look at it from a different aspect. So not in the aspect of, that's it for me, that's all I can have, like he would like you to believe here with his mudra there. All you see is all there is. All you've had until now is all there is. There is nothing more you can experiment, especially not when it comes to unconditional love and abundance. Let's look at the Empress and the Devil. And that is probably something that became very clear to you in the past month, where you felt confronted with Venus in your sign. So Nine of Cups, and the Fool. And the Fool is, at this point, asks to have zero baggage, asks to have faith, to make leaps of faith. How can we make a leap of faith if we don't believe that the universe wants the best for us, that it will back us up? We can't. And the Nine of Cups here, it is in reverse, but it's all about what is my reference of happiness, of being fulfilled, of having, cleared, processed all of my emotions. Now they are on the shelves on top of my head, not on the floor, not dropped, not in a cloud filled with projections. But this is, she was trying to bring happiness. And then it got confronted with your beliefs. So let's look at that Knight of Pentacle and the Six of Wands. So we have the Eight of Sword and King of Pentacle, Knight of Wands, Temperance. And this month, I think, because we will have this full moon in Sagittarius, Temperance. And Temperance is all about deep healing, but working on the vibration, working on clearing the waters so that we can receive information and hear. So that we can, after that you get an Ace of Cup. But that Six of Wands, that kind of, you know what, I've got nothing to prove. This is so that you can start, going with your fire. Here, King of Pentacle, when it comes to, here, taking a pentacle and continuing to grow your domain. And with, the Eight of Swords, getting out of that mental prison. It's really, you're getting out of a prison. It's like if Venus came, show you what you could have, then you were confronted with your beliefs that prevented you from actually going for that and making that choice and that leap into this process. And this month, you're understanding why, and you're going to be able to make the choice about it. Let's look at the Ace of Cup. Ace of Cup. Yeah, you're taking it. Page of Cup. With you, King of Wands, and here is the Ace of Pentacle. That Ace of Pentacle is in that Ace of Cup. You're going to allow this to come in. This is going to bring you at the same time that new seed. You take the cup, the new seed arrives, and you are going to get out of your head and take your fire to move forward. Finally, movement after a long time of stagnation here. And you're going to start moving forward. Chariot. Let's look at the Lovers here. Here's our Four of Swords, but here's the Pope. And this is beautiful because this is actually applying the spiritual information that your Divine Feminine will get and applying it with discernment, judgment in your life, with cosmic intelligence, morality, integrity. That's the Pope in the tarot. So the choice you're making is to actually apply what you've understood here spiritually. So I think there will be no more fear, juggling, and you'll be able, due to how you used to perceive life, and here you're going to Page of Pentacle, take that seed. Take that pentacle, take the new seed of your new Pentacle cycle to create your new domain. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so new domain, 10 of Pentacle. A new domain that will be fair, justice, and that will be emotionally grounded, abundant, wise, intelligent. There you go. Restoring this aspect in you. This is beautiful, Aries. At the end of the month, you're allowing this beautiful, mature water to come in your life. You're starting a new cycle, but this time it's going to be just and balanced, and you're going to be able to discern, because the Pope received discernment from Jupiter. You're going to be able to discern what's right, what's wrong for you. And you're going to let Venus fulfill you. All right. On this, oh my God. I will call this blooming. You know, after a time of super long waiting or gestation or whatever, but here you're starting a new cycle, but you're blooming in it. So on this, my beautiful Aries, I'm sending you all my love and light for the month of June. So thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want a private reading, there's an email below in the plus section under the video. You write to me, I write to you back. And I will never put my phone number in the comments section. If you see this, it's not me, okay? Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, like every month on the new moons, I do a little ceremony to give you back. And this month, it's the 30th of May and the 29th of June. New moon in Gemini with a beautiful meteorite shower. And the 29th of June in Cancer. So that can ground even more this next month for you, Aries. So on this, namaste, all my love and light for June, and I'll see you next month.